Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. So I shouldn't have to tell you all, but I might have to tell some of you that yes, so the first level of paperwork for the Ethereum spot ETFs have been okayed, have been approved. We're talking about the 19B-4s, all right? There's still another step that has to happen. And those are the S1s, and that could take a couple of weeks. So if you thought that you were going to wake up tomorrow morning and the ETFs were going to be online, bad news. That said, it should only be a couple of weeks. A few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. But I believe that everything will go just fine because it's the 19B4s that were the really big step. Everything else is just dotting I's and crossing T's. That said, my question to you is, so what's the plan? What are you doing right now, knowing that this is going to happen? Because I can tell you right now that there are a lot of institutional investors that are already primed. They're not buying behind the scenes yet. Or actually, no, let me rephrase. Ooh. Well, think about it like this. If they are in acquisition mode, right? That means a lot of them are already buying. What up, Poonanimous me? That means that they could be already buying OTC or over the counter, meaning direct to direct, right? Broker in between. That's usually an exchange. Like BlackRock would go to Coinbase and say, hey, we want to pick up some Ethereum, hook us up. They're not going to have the same problem that they have with the Bitcoin spot ETFs, right? Because there's a limited supply of Bitcoin. You don't have that problem with Ethereum. Now, when you think about that, you got to say to yourself, yeah, they're probably acquiring right now. You want to know when it'll really hit? At the end of the quarter. At the end of the quarter, not at the end of the quarter, but beginning of next quarter when they report for this quarter. Good evening, Elix. That's when they're actually going to say, this is how much Ethereum that we purchased. Right? And before then, if you have an institution that's purchasing Ethereum, okay? So BlackRock, ARK Invest / 21 shares, Bitwise, VanEck, obviously, right? Fidelity, obviously, right? I didn't get them all on the graphic, but those are the big players right there. If you're expecting them to not be buying right now, you're insane. I'm expecting them to all report in July. This is how much Ethereum that we've purchased. I would also be expecting, if we're going to have institutional investors purchasing Ethereum, because I'm giving it to you like this so you can understand what kind of news is going to hit, let's say, next quarter. Because all of those companies have to report quarterly. So they'd be reporting that, oh yeah, we picked up some spot Ethereum. Oh yeah, we picked up some spot Bitcoin. See what I'm saying? We just got some of those reports. So unless you're Warren Buffett and you say, hey, we're going to, I need a waiver to report so I can hold off until next quarter. He did it twice. He did it twice with Chubb, if you want a comparison. But I suspect you're going to have a lot of companies that are going to say, yeah, we're buying Ethereum. We're buying it heavy. The question is, why would you be buying Ethereum? What's the reasoning behind purchasing all that Ethereum? Smart contracts. Smart contracts. dApps. Just everything that runs on Ethereum right now. That's the reason why you want to buy Ethereum. You want to buy Ethereum because you want to be liquid. You want to have liquidity. You want to be a part of that infrastructure because Ethereum, you have to admit, Ethereum is going to be one of those coins where people are going to make everyday purchases. That is a bigger deal than what most people think. A far bigger deal than what most people think. Now, what else happened? While everybody's looking at the Ethereum spot ETF process, remember the 19 B4s, that's the first step. The next step, final step, are the S1s. So dot the I's, cross the T's, S1s. There's some traders out there that think that you're probably going to see about a 40% upswing for for Ethereum because of this. I'm looking at things that are beyond that, but we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to how I'm playing with numbers and that stuff in a minute. What else happened that people probably aren't paying attention to? We all know that the House passed that bill, Fit 21, that's supposed to, somehow, some way make it to President Biden. Somehow, some way, maybe he'll sign it. There's no guarantee. Don't think there's a guarantee. There's no guarantee he's going to sign it because remember, just last week he was like, I'm going to veto. And then he got hit with, hey, the other guy's not just co-signing on crypto, but he's accepting crypto donations. You might want to change your idea. I think that's what happened. So my algorithm has changed, right? My equation has changed. Because that changed, my equation says, yeah, he's probably going to sign. Now, it's not a guarantee, but I'm leaning toward he's probably going to sign. Now, what else happened that's a big deal? The big news is, or another piece of big news is, Coinbase is going to face that lawsuit because of the Dogecoin sweepstakes. The Supreme Court said, nah, you're going to have to deal with that class action. That's going to be ugly for Coinbase. I'm expecting Coinbase to take a hit. I'm actually thinking about putting in some puts on Coinbase stock because of it. What else happened? And we'll come back to the main story. We know that we want to talk about the main story. Hold it. Put on us. Me has something to say. Auntie Maxine is pissed. I saw he's accepting crypto donations. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, Coinbase Derivatives are launching retail size futures for oil and gold. I don't know if you recall, but in my first year of doing videos, I had stated that it's easier for exchanges to get into the business of banks than it is for banks to get into the business of exchanges. Facts. And here you go with Coinbase starting to dip their toe in different areas. That's going to be big. That could possibly wind up making Coinbase really big. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one because that's interesting to me. What else happened? The House was feeling their britches. They passed a bill that wants to limit the ability for the Fed to launch a CBDC. A little too far, a little too fast. Why? It was clearly down party lines. Clearly down party lines. That one, I think that one's done. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that one's going to happen at all. I think that was just to say, hey, we're considering this too. A lot of people don't want CBDCs to happen. A lot of people don't want CBDCs to happen. So it could happen. It could happen again where one party is dragged and forced to make a change because the public doesn't want it either. I mean, think about this. The public doesn't want a CBDC. Banks don't want a CBDC. And the other party doesn't want a CBDC. So the other party is going to be forced, most likely, to come to the table on that. Because that is going... The United States launching a CBDC would be huge. That's going to be a very big deal. A very, very, very big deal. And that was quiet. That was very, very quiet. So don't sleep on that. So you're looking over here for the Ethereum spot ETF thing, and now you're thinking all about that, but you're not paying attention necessarily to all this other stuff that happened. And there was a lot of stuff that all of that happening within the government, that is a lot of stuff to actually take in and think about, right? I mean, none of that is small, and all of it can have an effect on your money. All of it. Now, what am I doing given that I have a couple of weeks to get involved with Ethereum? Racking and stacking. That's what I'm doing. I'm racking and stacking while the numbers are still low. Right now, I was hoping that we'd be closer to, 38.50. We're only at 37.48. And the reason why is because it's not there yet. It's not there yet. But you want to know what other good news is out there that probably nobody's paying attention to and is being done on purpose. It must be being done on purpose. Hong Kong is contemplating allowing the Ethereum spot ETFs to have staking. Let that wash over you for a minute. So imagine if I actually wanted to be involved with an Ethereum spot ETF that allows staking, I have to go to Hong Kong. So now there's going to be a comparison. There will absolutely be a comparison. Not sure why I spiked right there. Look at all you guys saying hello to each other. That's really nice. But there are like 9 people on right now. And I'm just wondering who else is on besides you two. So when I look at all this, what am I looking at? I'm expecting other coins to do better than Ethereum. What else is hopping on Ethereum? Shiba Inu, Polygon. There are lots of other coins that run on top of Ethereum. And those coins could spike more than Ethereum. So am I going to hold some Ethereum? Of course I'm going to hold some Ethereum. Don't be silly. Of course I am. But will they rise more than Ethereum? Some of them, I believe, absolutely will. There's an opportunity for Shibarium to make Shiba Inu look good. Shiba Swap, Shibarium, Shiba Inu itself, Bone, Leash, the magazine, the restaurants, the ecosystem that's already there. They've got a lot going on. So I'm looking at Shiba Inu as, yeah, that could be delicious. That could be a delicious move right there. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. Now, there are meme coins that'll also do well and other altcoins that'll do well just because that's going to help bring the market up. What am I looking at primarily? Anything and everything having to do with Solana. And one of the other reasons is because, and we touched on this last night, people are thinking, oh, Solana is going to be the next one. It could be. It could be the next one, the next ETF. I'm having a hard time with that one. I'm having a really hard time. But then I have to remember that the reason why people get involved with ETFs is because they do not want to muck around with crypto directly. Those are straight up investors, not users, not really adopters. They're not real adopters. Real adopters are going to use the coins. Yes, you will amass coins, you will do all that stuff, but you also want to be able to use the coins. Those are real adopters. Victor Gonzalez, great content. Thank you very much. You're the quiet one. Got it. Only watch most of the time. Just growing my bag. I feel you, man. I feel you. Definitely. That's the way to go. Thank you for announcing yourself. I appreciate that. But seriously, when I look at Ethereum going up, when I look at Ethereum spot ETF, when I look at a Bitcoin spot ETF, would I be considering a Solana spot ETF to come next? I would actually be looking at a few coins. And here's what I didn't say last night. A lot of those coins can be done at the same time, because what the market is telling these companies is there's room for all of them, because people don't want to buy crypto directly because they feel it's still like the wild, wild west. And I'll give you an analogy. The analogy is, remember when everybody was on AOL? You could get to the World Wide Web directly, but nobody wanted to. They wanted to go through AOL because it just seemed safer. Well, it's the same thing. These people are smart enough to learn about crypto. And they're just like, nah, I want to go through an ETF because it's controlled by the government. Not controlled by the government, but it's regulated, right? It's a regulated space, so they feel safer. I'm not mad about that. Not mad about that at all. At all. But still, they wind up in that bucket where they're not truly adopters. They're strictly looking at crypto as investment opportunities. It's because they don't know how crypto affects their world, how crypto is already affecting their world. Blockchain technology being implemented here, everywhere. And then it'll hit them like, holy moly, how come I'm not more aware of this? Your banks leveraging blockchain technology, crypto, to perform transactions. That's going to be huge. As more and more people become educated, that's when you'll see more and more people truly start to adopt. It's going to trickle in. You'll get some online businesses. You'll get a couple of stores. Here and there, that'll grow. Then you get people that start buying. You'll see more wallets start to be created on the various chains. Then you'll see acquisitions in those wallets, and you'll just start to see real activity start to rise. So at first you're going to be investors over here with ETFs in a regulated space. Then you'll see some of those investors migrate to not your keys, not your crypto, and be investors over here. Then they'll see that, oh, wait a minute, I might be able to buy a couple of things with this. Exactly. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier, and I said, the first round of gaining crypto is to flip fiat into crypto. But once you flip fiat into crypto, you accept crypto, you sell crypto, back and forth with crypto, you're done. You don't need any more fiat. You don't need to deal with fiat unless you are going to make the initial purchase, the initial transaction to obtain that crypto. There are already people, rock stars, sports players. There are a whole bunch of people out there that are already getting paid in crypto. New York City mayor gets paid in Bitcoin. Not fully, but a portion of his salary gets paid in Bitcoin. He ain't stupid. Eric Adams made money. Think about that. Because he makes enough money where he gets paid a salary partially in Bitcoin, right? And partially in cash. He's just living off the cash. He's fine with that. He's probably holding on to that Bitcoin. Now how many he's been a mayor of New York City for a minute. You know how much Bitcoin he might already have accumulated? So imagine by the time 2030 comes and everybody's sitting around saying, oh, crypto is going to be, $1 million. That's what, 6 years away? That's the projection. Have one Bitcoin. You could be there. There are people out there that are thinking that Odell Beckham, yep, he's another one that's getting paid like that. You have a lot of people out there. We need meme coin regulations. That's not going to happen. No, why would you think that? Why would you think that? I'm trying to be funny. Hear me out. Meme coins are meme coins for a reason. Meme coins are meme coins for a reason. They don't want to go through all of that. They don't want to. They have no purpose. They know they have no purpose. The only purpose they have is to bring you a cute name. That's it. So people should understand the risk that it's a meme coin. It doesn't do anything. So personally, do I feel sorry for anybody that loses money in meme coins? No, not at all. Not at all. If you got involved because there was a craze, I do not feel sorry for you. I tell everybody, before you invest in anything, your kid wants to flip sneakers and you're going to invest in your kid. Well, you're a parent, you're supposed to do that, but you know if your kid's good at negotiating. If your kid's not good at negotiating, you're not going to give that kid 150 beans to go buy those sneakers that he's going to go flip. Just saying. So meme coin regulation? No, I could care less about meme coin regulation. I care about regulation on real coins and tokens. But meme coins to me fall in a total different category. Don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying. There should be regulations on rug pulls. And the truth is that there are. You do a rug pull, you can actually get in trouble. So that much, sure, agree. But somebody that wants to get involved in the meme coin that's, I don't know, ranked 5,000, and they go, I found the next one. Maybe you did. But that carries the highest risk ever. And if you don't know that, you shouldn't be investing. You shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, I hear you, but I'm kind of like, I don't want my government wasting time on that. Waste time on real tokens, real coins, and all of the financial vehicles that are involved. How about we create regulation on DeFi upping their security? Think about that one. How many DeFi projects, how many bridge protocols have you heard about that have been hacked? Yeah, I want you to focus on those first. Let's prioritize a list of financial vehicles within the crypto space and work on regulating those. Meme coins would wind up all the way down here. People would lose the most money there, but then you shouldn't be investing, right? Took a chance. I know so many poor people that got rugged. Yeah, no, I hear you. But think about this. Did any of those people take the time to learn about crypto? Like, seriously, did any of those people take the time to learn about crypto? My answer is probably not. There's a lot of information out there. The book's over there. I wrote a book. All you guys know. I wrote a book. Crypto Foundations. There are tons of articles out there, tons of things out there to educate people. People want to think that they're going to be the next one to find the next dog with hat, the next Pepe, the next Shiba Inu, the next Doge. It's not going to happen. That luck hits a few people. They get lucky. They get extremely lucky. Somebody I heard the other day, somebody bought $83 worth of Pepe when it first came out. Now they've got like 80 something million. So imagine you buy something and it's up 1 million times. Lord of mercy. So I hear you, but I don't think I agree with that one. Good evening, Spend Cookie. So yeah, I'm not necessarily feeling that. People need to get educated before they invest in anything. And I don't think that they should use, other people as a crutch. Oh, this meme coin, it wound up being a rug pull. What happens if it's not a rug pull and it just winds up being a crap coin? Know what I mean? I've seen projects. They're not rug pulls. They're just crap coins. They're crap coins. So there's nothing that's going to happen with that. So I'm sitting there and I'm just going, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm really thinking about, I want to prioritize list, just like the same way they regulate banks. There's a prioritized list. These are the things you're going to have to do. And blah, 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 blah. I want that. I want that. I was on television the other day in Canada. Thank you, Sean, for letting me know, because I had no idea. And it was about, TD Bank. I touched on this last night about TD Bank not having a grip on their know your customer and anti-money laundering, processes in-house. And there were drug dealers that were laundering like almost $3 million a day, $2.8 million a day. Now take that and put this over here in crypto. If you're an exchange in the United States, yeah, you should have solid KYC, solid AML. Can I get around that? Yeah, I just don't use your exchange. I use some other exchange. I go out of country and find an exchange over there. Flip my IP addresses, get a different ID, open up a different bank account. Boom, done, ready to rock and roll. I'm just saying, you get to a point where you're just like, yeah, there's only so much regulation that, you know, that can exist that will actually do good. Excuse me. And you want to pay attention to what's actually doing good versus what's wasting our time. End user education is actually a very big deal. That's a big deal, which means I should really hurry up and getting my classes online. I haven't been doing well with that. We've had so much stuff going on that I haven't been able to get that done. But yes, I'll be working on those. We have the content. It's not about having the content. We have the content. I have to record the videos because somebody said, I don't want AI to do that. And I'm like, but I've created the content. Actually, that's a good question. If I have content that I wrote teaching about, you know, crypto and stuff like that, are you going to care that it's an electronic voice versus mine? Or do you require my voice to actually do it? Right? Because that's the big deal. That's the holdup. Because then I'd actually have to sit there and go through it all. But the exams, the questions, all of that is done. It's literally, I have to do the recordings. So I'd love your opinion, all of you. I'd love your opinion on that. Actually, I wonder if I can actually, you know, put that as like a question. So I want to engage, start a Q&A. I want to start a Q&A. That's not it. Let's close that. Start a poll. There you go. Should I use AI to help with delivering class content? There you go. No, it's yes, no, that's it. And I'll say both. So now that question's up there. I need you guys to let me know what you think about that. So yeah, when I'm looking at everything that's going on right now, I'm actually considering when I go to purchase coins right now, my bucket is going to be filled with a whole bunch of other coins, some on Ethereum and a lot on Solana. And I'll be looking at all the rest of the coins because when one ship rises, all ships rise. The difference is some ships might rise, you know, better than everybody else. Elix says, my voice, make it personal. Oh, dang. What is that? Oh. There are a lot of people saying yes, actually. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Spend Cookie didn't miss all the good stuff. I really wonder about that because like I said, I have all the content. Here's something else. It's not just going to be my content. So it'll be my content for, you know, some of the crypto stuff. But we're also going to be carrying content from the Small Business Development Center. How to market your business, how to do various things with your business, all about helping you grow your bag. So for those people that own businesses, there's going to be content on there for you too. And here's something else. It's not just a delivery of content and then that's it. You take your notes and you keep it moving. No, you're going to take a class and you're going to have the option to actually take an exam to know that you actually know this stuff. How's that sound? D Mac, I'm an IT manager who uses AI to the fullest. Exactly. But see, you're a geek like me, bro. That doesn't count. You don't count. You shouldn't even be allowed to vote. You shouldn't even be allowed to vote. Joey Simon is saying ADA. Okay, what does that even mean? You want me to buy Cardano? Cardano's about to be flipped by, it's a hair away from being flipped by Avalanche, a hair away from being flipped by Shiba Inu. Do I want to buy Cardano? Would I still buy Cardano? I don't dislike Cardano. I actually like Cardano. But there are other coins out there that will actually make me more money than Cardano. So would I want to buy Cardano and maybe make a little bit of money versus I can buy... I think Polygon has more hope than Cardano in this coming period. I think Shiba Inu has more hope. I think Solana has more hope. XRP has more hope. Stellar has more hope. Bitcoin Cash has more hope. There are just so many coins to me that just have more hope than Cardano. Doesn't mean I'm sour on Cardano. I'm not. I like Cardano, but from a monetary perspective, I can see how I could buy something else and not necessarily Cardano. Now, do I think that Cardano has a future? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Secure, fast, relatively cheap, dependable, reliable, something that Solana cannot say. Think about that. Go back to see the last time that Cardano went down. And what, it's only a couple of weeks since Solana went down? Yeah. Aaron Miller, use one of these AI crypto coins to do it. Nope. What do you mean by to do what? Use one of the... You mean to charge for the class? I don't know what you mean. Give me more. Give me more. I need whole sentences because, like I said, I'm trying to tell you guys that when I record, I'm speaking and there's a delay between what I say and what you say and what you're responding to, and then I see it. So I need full sentences. Joey, I'm more into Cardano native assets at this point, pretty untapped, like Solana poop coins. I have to say poop coins because we might have little kids on here. But not everything on Solana is a poop coin. See what I mean? Not everything on there is a poop coin. You have some, you've got Jupiter, which is, the largest DEX out there at the moment. So would I buy Jupe? Yeah, I do have some Jupe, some JUP out there. DMAC, my biggest problem with Cardano is they have a marketing problem. Exactly. That's always been my problem with Cardano. Charles Hoskinson wastes his time on Twitter. Go look at his Twitter feed. Please go look at his Twitter feed. He posts like the dumbest shit. Oh, you got me cursing already. Oh, sorry about that. He posts like the dumbest poop. And I'm like, I wish you would be a little bit more focused on what you're doing and how that does better. Do some comparisons. He's very emotional. He'll get mad at other people and go off on tirades. And I'm like, dude, rein it in. Get focused on Cardano and start talking about that. But I think Cardano has some serious legs. But again, I go back to, it's highly possible that you're going to see Shibarium. Avalanche will probably do it first. But you know what? I don't know that I can say that. Because Avalanche is right now at number 11. Shibarium's at number 12. Cardano's at number 10. But the distance between all three is less than 2.5 billion. That's not a big distance. It's not a big distance at all. Right? Not a big distance at all. And because Shiba Inu is based on Ethereum, when Ethereum goes up, Shibarium could go up really, really fast, really, really high. So I'm just sitting back and I'm kind of going, that could be painful. Cardano can get, bunny hop twice back to back. That would be nuts. wait a minute, Aaron Miller, to do AI, use one of these AI crypto coins to do a. We're talking about a class, though. I don't know what you mean by use an AI coin like Fetch Singularity or another one, Ocean, to do AI. I don't know what you mean. I'm talking about using artificial intelligence to create a voice to deliver my content for payment. You'd be able to go to the site, like to join right now on growmybag.tv. You can come to the site and pay with PayPal, pay with a credit card, or pay with crypto, and different flavors of crypto, no less. So I don't know what you mean by to do AI. I need a little bit more. I'm not following you. Remember, I'm not all that smart, so I need a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I'm looking at things from the next ETF perspective, I don't think it's about the next one. I don't think it's about the next one. I think it's about how many people are asking for blah, right? How many people are clamoring for Solana versus XRP versus, any one of the other coins that are really making noise? Would Solana be in that bucket? Yes. Would they be prioritized as the next one? No, not at all. Not at all. But would they be in the bucket? Like if they said, well, we're going to do a whole bucket of them, I'd be like, yeah, they'd be in the bucket. People want to trade what's regulated. Big money. Let me put it to you like that. Big money wants to trade what's regulated. So when you're looking at what's regulated, right? When you consider it from that perspective, big money is going to go over there. Big money is going to go over there, right? When you're looking at it from our perspective, retail perspective, yeah, most people, I can go buy it myself. I'm not worried about having somebody else manage that. But then I'm always looking for, where can I spend it? You know what I mean? You deleted the message? Really? Come on, man. Help me out. Actually, the AVAX and ADA chart are pretty similar right now. Makes sense. Avalanche, well, they are, but why I keep talking about Shiba Inu. Avalanche depends on what's running on Avalanche to make noise. Solana has to worry about what's running on Solana to make noise. Shiba Inu has been doing all of this on their own. Bone, theirs. Leash, theirs. Shiba Inu, theirs. Shibarium, theirs. ShibaSwap, theirs. They've created their own ecosystem. They've created their own ecosystem. They're not worried about it. Everybody else has to invite projects to come in. Shiba Inu's got a great name. It's got great following, huge following, right? And they're all dead serious. So they built that whole thing. That's what I'm sitting back looking at. Joey, never thought I'd see the day where the U.S. backs off of crypto. Turns out it's a huge voter block. I'm trying hard not to laugh. Because I feel you. Think about it like this. Who's buying crypto? It spans all demographics. But who's really buying crypto? The youngins. So you're already screwing up with the youngins, with how the country is being run and all that other stuff. So yeah, you've got a big voter block. You've got a big voter block in crypto, more than what people think. And when you really stop and think about it, people that are clamoring for easier regulation, better regulation for crypto, yeah, those are people that are holding bags. Those are also people that are, doing things like, insider, basically the same thing as insider trading, because they know about things before we do. Why do you think so many people buy stocks based on what, people in Congress are buying? This is why. So yeah, it's a bigger voter block than people thought. Was it enough of a voter block to swing the tide? I don't think so, because I'd be comparing people's rights versus their money. And people can be stupid. They can choose money over their own rights, thinking, oh, well, if I have enough money, I'll be able to. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. And it's too late by the time they do it. Question: after regulations are in place, and then crypto market. Okay, this is fair. After regulations are in place and all of the bad actors in the crypto field have scattered like rats, they won't. Think banks. Can you name 5 altcoins that will become household names? Look at the top 10 coins. You want to get really fancy? Look at the top 25 coins. Remove the stable coins and just look at the top 25 coins. Top 25 non-stable coins. Any one of those. Any one of those. It takes a lot to be in the top 25. It takes a lot to be in the top 25. I want you to stop and think about, like, what are these companies doing? What are these projects doing to be in the top 25? They're doing things to increase network traffic. They're doing things to increase usage, right? So you've got, I'll point it out again, you've got Polygon, Stellar, Chainlink, Uniswap's not in the top 25, but Uniswap is in there. You have a lot of coins that are actually working with financial institutions. XRP, how did I miss that? You know what I mean? So you have all of those coins that are doing something that would increase the traffic for their coins by multiples. That's what I look at. That's really what I look at. I might be playing things too safe, but I like sticking to the top 10 for now. You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? I give tips not necessarily on how you should trade. I give tips on how you can be doing your research so that you can make better trading decisions for yourself. I don't give financial advice. I don't do any of that. I'm sharing what I've done, what I'm doing in terms of research. So yeah, I'm totally cool with that. Absolutely. Knox Hill or Knox Bill? It's so Knox Bill. There you go. What up, dog? People will invest more in what's familiar, but also the opportunity for gains in, well, okay, so look at Pepe. Look at Pepe. Pepe is a nothing coin. It doesn't do anything. Jack. Right? But it shot up almost 1,000%. Dog with hat, over 1,000%. There are coins out there that are just taking off. Shiba Inu is one of those coins. It's just graduated from meme coin to real coin. Just graduated. Doge, I have to tell you, Doge is used around the world, but Doge is still a meme coin. Why? Because it reacts to news. Most coins still react to news and not usage. Shiba Inu, what I've been noticing, it's been reacting to usage more than news. The math on Shiba Inu is huge, which is why they have big burn rates. So they figured it out, right? But Doge is to me still a meme coin. If you've built an ecosystem around your coin, yeah, you're not a meme coin anymore. You're a big boy. Because I think down the road you're gonna see Shiba Inu get used a lot. I think Shiba Inu is going to get used a lot. Because it's a name that's familiar now. It's been around for a long time now, right? I mean, think about it. It came after Polygon and it blew Polygon out the water. It's blown a lot of coins out the water. And then they started taking it seriously and they kept building ecosystem. We should do this and we should do this and we should do this and we should do this. They created a roadmap. They started treating it like a real project. A real project. We're not going to rely. Yes, we want dApps. Yes, we want other applications. But we're going to build our own too. That's how they did it. Yeah, will be interesting to see if dogs are run without Elon mentioning it. Doge, rather. Doge will go up without Elon saying anything. I think the Elon effect on Doge is so minimal now. You might, if he says something, it might get a blip. It might get a blip. Oh, you can buy Tesla with Doge now. I want you to stop and think about how many people actually buy Teslas. That's a small group. It's a small group, and nobody's buying that Cybertruck. Are you serious? I can't drive it in the rain. I basically have to put it under heat lamps to dry it off, or else it'll rust. Yeah, nah, nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. So yeah, it's a small group that's right there, trying to buy a Cybertruck, right? So Doge, will it move based on Elon? No, I think it's going to start moving because it's moving. I think it'll start moving because more people are actually using it. So accepting donations in Doge, okay, that can move it a little bit. A lot? Not really. Oh man, thanks a lot, Joey. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Glad you like what I'm doing. Looks like the yesers are like, I need to do. You people are killing me. I'm gonna have to do the recording myself. Everybody that knows. Oh man, you people are hurting my feelings. Some people are saying yes. Some people are saying, like 38% of people saying do both. 38% of the people are saying no, don't use AI. And 25% of the people are saying use AI. Okay. Where's the poll? It should be at the top. You should be able. It should be at the top of the. Scroll up. You should see the poll. It should have been at the top of the chat. It should be like sitting there at the top of the chat. Yeah, the only thing I can do is end the poll. I can't move it or pin it or anything else like that. Put on as me, what would be your vote though? What would be your vote? Because you said you read the book, and you were like, well, I knew some stuff in the book, and there's some stuff that I didn't know in the book. I'm dying to know, because you have to do all of those classes. You have to do all of those classes, and then you have to throw in, especially when you get to talking about the coins and DeFi. There's a lot of baseline stuff in there that people have no idea about. None. I was amazed to see that. When I was writing the book, I spoke with a lot of people, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that. Didn't understand DeFi. Didn't understand the dangers of DeFi. None of that." So many, and I'm talking about people that I've spoken with that I know have been involved in crypto and are doing these, higher than basic transactions. And I'm like, but do you know about that? I'm like, well, I know I might be able to make some money. All I did was scream out risk. Remember last night I was telling you guys that you should really develop your risk framework. Understand for each coin what kind of risk levels you're willing to take. Joey said there's no better marketing tool than number go up. That's true. That's very true. And you look at Shiba Inu, number go up. You know what, to put honest with me, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say use AI. Exactly. I'd be able to get the content out so much faster if I could just use AI. Because that's what's holding me up, is me having the time to sit there and shoot the videos. Because remember, when I'm shooting the videos, it's just like when I do the morning show. I do the morning show, you see me, I talk, blah, 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 blah. And then I switch over to content and I walk you through the content. That's what the videos would have to be. Even if I started with the content with a little box of me, I'd still have to do that. I still have to click through the PowerPoint presentation and walk through all the content. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. What if it wasn't just an AI voice? What if I got an AI like person to deliver the content? Because those are actually real people. They do real people standing there, and they have them speak certain ways, and then they get their mouth movements and everything else. They get their body movements when they say certain things. They add those things, and that's how they deliver it. What if I did that? So part of the charm of the content is you speaking on the points, giving your thoughts. Just don't let the AI take. Oh, yeah. So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking I could do some live classes with me, and then I could do AI for the study on your own classes. That's one of the things that I had thought about. Yeah, thank you, Anonymous Me. I'm Anonymous Me. That's right, an avatar. I couldn't find the word to save my life. I know you got a good giggle out of that. Elix, I knew you were going to say that too, man. I knew it. I'm hosed. But that's the thing, though. I talk about these classes. Like I said, I have the book. Content is ready to rock and roll. It's not going to be just some avatar reading the book. It's going to be, let's take a deep dive into this section. Let's take a deep dive into this section. Sort of like when you went to school and your teacher said, read that chapter and we're going to discuss it in class. Dropped. Just so you know, that was not me. That was YouTube dropping. So if I froze, that was not me. That was YouTube. YouTube literally just said, I'm done. Let me know if I came back for you guys. Thank you, Joey. There are certain things I can't control. There are certain things I just cannot control. YouTube saying, hey, we have a network down. I can't control that. I can control what's on my side, sort of. I can't control what's on their side. But that's how the content was going to be. It's here's the book. Here's all the information that's in the book. But you know how you read the book, and you can read the book, but that doesn't mean you understand everything that's in there. I take that content and break it up into chunks and actually walk you through that. Damn. Just so you have, bad Wi-Fi. You know what? You know what? You're on timeout. Anonymous Me, you're on timeout now. Elix, say goodbye to Anonymous Me. She's on timeout. Being mean to me. That's just evil. 44% are now saying both. Okay. All right. 44% say both. Because like I said, I'm thinking of a live class and a study on your own class. A study on your own class, you're going to study on your own. You don't need my voice to study on your own. If it's a live class, okay, that's when you get me. Right? And there's a difference, and I'm not even gonna kid you. A live class is obviously gonna cost more, because obviously it's gonna take longer to go through the content, and we'll be answering questions as we go. Hence live class, and it'll be probably delivered via Microsoft Teams, because we're a Microsoft partner, so probably that. I just want to see ETH blow past 4K. No, I want to see ETH hit 5K. I need to see ETH hit 5K. Other people are already thinking Ethereum is going to hit 8K. By the end of the year, they think Ethereum is going to hit 8K. They don't have to buy ETH, in the public ever, because it's minted, right? Bitcoin, sooner or later, where they're purchasing, where they're doing their OTC transactions, those Bitcoin reserves are going to go down, and they're not going to be able to do it there. So give it a couple of years. OTC transactions for bulk purchases are not going to happen like that via OTC. But I can forever do OTC for Ethereum. So they're not ever going to cause a fluctuation with Ethereum. And I think that's one of the things that that I'm not pleased about is if I go and I buy Ethereum via an ETF, I'm not actually going to affect the price of Ethereum no matter how much I give to buy it. So people should be thinking about that. Do you have your book on audio? Oh, man. No, not yet. That's going to be, I can tell you now, that is absolutely not going to be my voice on audio. That is going to be AI, because it's a straight read of the book. It's going to be AI for sure. And yes, we're working on it, but that's going to be AI for sure. because you can't screw up. You give it some text, it'll read it. You give it some text, you read it. You do it in chunks. You do it in batches, right? So I'll probably do, chapters, and then listen to it, and make sure everything is right, and then put it all together and say, okay, here's the audio book, and put it up on Amazon. So that's probably what's going to wind up happening, because I know how to do it all. Plus, I have a team that they can knock all that stuff out. So that'll come out. I can't put a date on it because we're like mad busy right now. Mad busy. We're helping the SBDC get their lessons on board. We've got to do our lessons. That's got to come first. Doing the audio book, that's like me sitting down over the weekend and trying to bang it out. So it's a little bit of work. It's a little bit of work. So I don't have a lot on that. Not me. My bandwidth is fine. Because my bandwidth is fine because I'm actually saving online to another spot as well. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. Maybe because we're pushing at the hour mark. YouTube is such a hater. So yeah, you said you're building an app. So yeah, it'd be open to everybody to buy it. Yeah, it faded out. Yeah, it's a piece of crap. But don't worry, so one of the other things that we're working on is actually creating a streaming channel so that all of these conversations, you'll be able to see it online. So you guys get it first, and then everybody else will be able to see it, on Roku at a later date and be able to listen to everything and see what we're talking about and all the other good stuff. So not just YouTube. So working on it. We're close. We're really close on that. Any other questions before I let you guys go? Because it's been an hour. I feel like I've kept you guys from like dinner and stuff. The poll right now says 22% say yes, use AI. The no's are at 33%, and both are at 44%. So it's going to be both. Wow. That's actually funny. If you look at the numbers, 223344. I've got to snag that. I'm into numbers. And that's a crazy cool number. So let me see if I can snag it. Actually, you know what? I'll just hit print screen. Because that's like mad cool. Oh, it did let me do it. Awesome. There you go. That's pretty cool. Actually, I used to save the whole thing. Are there any other questions, comments, anything else that you guys want me to talk about with regard to the big news that we got? The articles on growmybag.tv, by the way. We've got more articles on there than I do videos. Like I can't cover everything obviously I can't cover everything on videos, but we got a lot of articles there. Stocks, bonds, just things that are going on in business. And I hope you guys have a good evening too. I'll let you guys go. This is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and hit the like. You guys are here, so I guess you kind of like me. I guess you're not tired of me just yet. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.